There's something comforting about a morning routine, a cup of coffee, a quiet moment, and maybe, like millions of other seniors, a handful of vitamins lined up by the sink, taken with the best intentions. You believe they're helping, supporting your heart, your energy, your aging body. But what if I told you that some of those very pills might be quietly working against you? What if, instead of making you stronger, they're slowly weakening the very muscles that carry your independence, your legs? This isn't about blame, and it's not about fear. It's about finally shining a gentle light on a quiet truth that affects more seniors than we realize. Because sometimes, what harms us doesn't come in the form of illness or injury, but in the form of a habit we never thought to question. Today, we're going to walk through 3 vitamins that could be sabotaging your strength without you even knowing. You'll learn how they affect your body, how to spot the early signs, and most importantly, what you can do to protect your legs, your balance, and your freedom. So take a breath. Let's walk through this together. If you found this video helpful, press 1 to let us know you're with us. And if you have anything you'd like to share, feel free to leave a comment below. We always listen with care. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. It's our honor to walk with you on this journey toward a healthier, more peaceful, and more fulfilling life. The unexpected trap of healthy habits. What if the routine you trust most is the one quietly holding you back? For many of us, good health feels like a formula. You eat your vegetables, walk a little each day, and take your vitamins, especially the vitamins. Because somewhere along the way, we were told that more vitamins meant more strength, more energy, more protection against aging, and for a while, it worked. Or at least, it felt like it did. You felt proactive, in control, like you were doing something to fight back against time. But here's the quiet trap. What worked for your body at 40 or 50 doesn't always work the same at 70 or 80. Our bodies change with age profoundly and invisibly. Muscles thin, metabolism slows, our livers and kidneys become more sensitive, and our tolerance for certain nutrients narrows. Yet many of us keep the same supplement habits for decades, never stopping to ask, do I still need this? We don't question the multivitamin we bought at the drugstore. We trust the label, the promise, the idea that it can't hurt, but sometimes it can. Because certain vitamins, especially the ones that accumulate in the body over time, can go from helpful to harmful in ways that are slow, subtle, and deeply personal. Not with dramatic symptoms, but with quiet shifts, legs that feel weaker, a little more wobble, less confidence walking down the stairs. You chalk it up to aging, but it might be something else. This is the trap of healthy habits doing something because we were told it's good, even if our body is whispering otherwise. You deserve more than silent decline. You deserve knowledge, and that's what this video is here to give. So before we name the 3 most problematic vitamins, take a moment to shift how you think about supplements, not as extra nutrition, but as powerful substances like medicine that must be used wisely, especially in older age. Let's start with a popular one. A vitamin you've probably taken with hope in your heart, a vitamin that might be, very quietly, taking something important from you in return. Number 1. Vitamin E, the quiet muscle saboteur. This anti-aging vitamin might be aging your muscles faster than time ever could. For years, vitamin E has been marketed as a kind of miracle. You've seen it on the labels: supports heart health, boosts immunity, anti-aging. It's in multivitamins, skin creams, even energy drinks. And if you're like many seniors, you may have taken it faithfully, believing it would help you stay youthful and strong. But here's what no one tells you when taken in high doses. Vitamin E doesn't just stop helping, it can quietly start to hurt you, unlike vitamin C, which the body flushes out if there's too much. Vitamin E is fat-soluble. That means it doesn't leave easily. It lingers in your liver, in your fat tissues, and over time, it accumulates, slowly, silently. And as it builds up, it begins to interfere with the way your muscles work, especially the muscles that keep you standing, walking, and balanced. Researchers have found that excessive vitamin E can reduce muscle tone, coordination, and strength. It's like a dimmer switch being turned down on your legs, one notch at a time. You might not notice it right away. It can start with something small, needing a hand to get up from a chair, feeling a bit more wobbly in the grocery store aisle, or being unsure on stairs you used to climb with confidence. These changes are easy to blame on aging. But what if they're not even more concerning? Vitamin E also affects your blood. It thins it. If you're already on blood thinners or aspirin, a common reality for seniors, this can increase your risk of bruising, bleeding, and internal complications if you fall. And here's the hardest part. No warning label tells you this. The decline is quiet, gradual. And by the time you realize something's wrong, your legs may already be noticeably weaker than they were just months ago. So, should you throw out every bottle of vitamin E? Not necessarily. In small, balanced amounts, especially from food sources like nuts, seeds, and leafy greens, vitamin E plays an important role. But when taken in high-dose supplement form, especially without medical guidance, it can become a risk, not a remedy. If you're taking a vitamin E supplement right now, check the dosage. Look for anything over 400 IU per day. Then ask yourself, did my doctor recommend this? Or did I just assume it was good? Because your legs, your balance, your strength, those aren't things you can afford to lose, especially not to a pill you trusted to protect you. And if that surprises you, wait until you hear what vitamin A, yes, the one you take for your eyes, might be doing to your bones. Number 2. Vitamin A, the bone thinner. No one warns you about. You take it for your eyes, but it may be dimming the strength in your legs. Vitamin A has long been seen as a friend to older adults. It supports your vision, boosts your immune system, and helps maintain healthy skin. It's found in multivitamins, fortified foods, cod liver oil, and often added to breakfast cereals. And for years, you may have taken it without thinking twice because it just seemed like the smart thing to do. But like many good things, too much of it can quietly turn into something dangerous. Vitamin A, like vitamin E, is fat-soluble. That means your body stores it instead of flushing it out. Over time, with repeated daily doses from pills and fortified foods, it can build up in your liver and tissues to unhealthy levels even if you feel fine. The danger isn't immediate. There's no sudden pain or clear signal, but slowly, steadily, bones start to lose density, especially in the hips, thighs, and legs. These are the very bones that support your every step. The ones that protect you when you slip or stumble. When they weaken, your entire mobility is at risk. Studies have shown that too much vitamin A is linked to an increased risk of hip fractures in older adults. Think about that. A single fall could lead to months in bed, lost independence, or even a life-altering disability. And it's not just the bones. High levels of vitamin A may also impair muscle repair and lead to fatigue or discomfort in your legs. That strange ache in your thighs. The sudden need to sit down halfway through a walk. It might not be just age. It might be the quiet consequences of a habit you thought was helping. The problem is, very few people realize this. You don't see bone thinning on the label. There's no warning on the bottle saying may contribute to fractures in adults over 60. And no one tells you to be careful when you're already eating vitamin A in your diet through eggs, cheese, milk, and orange-colored vegetables. It's easy to end up with double or triple the recommended amount, especially if you're taking supplements alongside fortified foods. So what's the right move? First, check your supplements. Look for retinol or retinol palmitate. These are forms of preformed vitamin A, and they're the ones most associated with toxicity. More than 2,500 IU a day from supplements can begin to raise red flags, especially in older adults. Next, talk to your doctor, especially if you've been taking cod liver oil, multivitamins, or a separate vitamin A capsule daily. Ask if you truly need it, or if it's time to stop. Most importantly, listen to your body. If walking feels harder than it used to, if stairs seem steeper, or if your legs tire faster than they did a year ago, don't just assume it's part of aging, because it might not be. And if a vision-supporting vitamin can harm your bones and muscles, what about the one that's supposed to give you more energy? Let's talk about vitamin B6 and what it could be doing to your nerves. Number 3. Vitamin B6, the nerve number. It promises clarity and energy but steals your balance one step at a time. Of all the vitamins marketed to seniors, B6 might sound like one of the safest. After all, it's water-soluble, your body should flush out any extra, right? And it supports brain health, boosts energy, and helps regulate mood. It's in your multivitamin, your energy boosters, even in those senior-specific blends at the drugstore. But what no one tells you is this: when taken in high doses over time, vitamin B6 can become toxic to your nerves. And for older adults, that damage starts in the legs. It often begins quietly, a little tingling in your toes, a dull numbness in the feet. You brush it off. Maybe it's your shoes, maybe your posture, but slowly, it creeps upward. You feel unsteady. Walking feels foreign. Your feet don't respond the way they used to. It's like your legs are slowly forgetting how to carry you. This condition has a name: peripheral neuropathy. And while it has many causes, one of the most overlooked is long-term B6 supplementation, especially at doses above 100 milliliters per day. That's the dose found in many over-the-counter energy pills. You might even be taking multiple supplements that include B6 without realizing the total amount has crossed a harmful threshold. And here's the real heartbreak: once nerve damage sets in, it's often irreversible. Even when you stop the vitamin, the nerves may not fully recover. You're left with lingering numbness, weakness, or a strange disconnected feeling that steals your mobility and confidence. You may find yourself avoiding steps, dreading walks, sitting more than standing, not because you're lazy, but because your legs no longer feel safe. And like with vitamins E and A, this damage doesn't scream, it whispers. No warning label says, "May numb your legs." No one at the pharmacy asks, "Do you really need this much?" And yet, many seniors experience falls, loss of balance, or constant fatigue, never realizing that the energy boost they were chasing was slowly disconnecting their nervous system. So what's the answer? If you're taking any product with B6, check the label. Add up all sources: your multivitamin, energy drink, brain booster, even protein powders. Then ask your doctor for a vitamin B6 blood test. It's a simple way to see if your levels are too high. And if they are, reducing or stopping supplements could save your nerves before the damage becomes permanent. Vitamin B6 is not the enemy. It's essential in the right amount. But too much of a good thing, especially when you're over 60, can quickly become a very quiet thief. So now you know 3 vitamins, trusted by many, can weaken your legs in very different but very real ways. But supplements are only part of the story. What if the real risk to your leg strength is something far more common and far more overlooked? The real risk: inactivity. Even the best supplements can't fix what sitting too long silently destroys. We've talked about the pills that might be weakening your legs, but now let's talk about the part we often overlook. Because even if your vitamins are perfect, your bones are strong, and your nerves are healthy, there's one habit that may be doing more damage to your legs than anything else: sitting. Yes, sitting. That simple act that feels restful, safe, and necessary, especially as we age. We sat at breakfast. We sat watching TV. We sit while reading, talking on the phone, or waiting at the doctor's office. Hours go by. Days blend into routines. And without realizing it, our muscles slowly forget how to support us. Inactivity is the true quiet threat. When we stop moving, our leg muscles weaken. Our balance falters. Circulation slows. The nerves that once fired with every step begin to dull. And over time, the simple act of rising from a chair becomes harder, not because of age, but because of disuse. The phrase "use it or lose it" was never more true than it is for the human body, especially after 60. And the tragedy is, many people mistake this decline for aging. They think, "I'm just getting old." But the truth is, you're not getting old, you're getting still. And stillness is what robs your strength. But here's the hope: it's never too late to change that. Even gentle movement done daily can rebuild strength. Walking, stretching, standing up every 30 minutes, doing light leg lifts while watching TV. These aren't small actions. They are life-saving signals to your muscles. You still matter. You're still needed. In fact, studies have shown that seniors who simply get up and walk around their home multiple times a day maintain stronger legs, better balance, and greater independence than those who sit most of the day, even if they're taking all the right supplements. It's not about doing intense workouts. It's about making movement part of your rhythm again. Part of your morning, your afternoon, your evening. Because your legs are not just limbs, they are your freedom. They carry you to your garden, your grocery store, your grandchild's hug. They hold up your dignity. And they deserve your care not just through what you take into your body, but through what you do with it. So, now that we've uncovered the hidden threats from pills to stillness, how do you protect yourself? How do you build a new routine that honors your age, your body, and your life? How to safely rebuild strength and routines. After 60, you don't need a radical change. You just need a wiser one. It's easy to feel overwhelmed. After all, you've just learned that 3 trusted vitamins might be silently weakening your legs. That inactivity, not illness, might be draining your strength. It can feel like too much, too late. But here's the truth. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. You just need to take one thoughtful step at a time. And the best time to start right now. Let's begin with your supplements. Step 1. Reassess. Don't panic. Go to your medicine cabinet. Pick up your multivitamin, your brain support blend, your fish oil, your daily capsules. Flip the labels. Look for vitamin E, vitamin A, especially in the form of retinol, and vitamin B6. Check the doses. Are they above the daily safe limits? Do they overlap across multiple products? If you're unsure, jot them down and bring them to your doctor. Step 2. Talk to the right doctor. Not all doctors are trained in geriatric care. Find one who listens, who understands how bodies change after 60. Ask for a full nutrient panel, including vitamin levels. Get a clear picture of where you stand, not based on guesses, but on facts. Step 3. Rebuild from food, not fear. Whole foods nourish more gently and completely than any pill. Incorporate leafy greens for natural vitamin K, nuts and seeds for balanced vitamin E, fish for omega-3s, and bright vegetables for provitamin A beta-carotene, which doesn't build up like retinol. Real food gives your body what it recognizes. It heals without flooding. It strengthens without risking overload. Step 4. Make movement sacred. Set a small alarm every hour to stand, stretch, or walk a few steps. Tie movement to daily habits. Walk during phone calls, stretch while brushing teeth, lift your legs during commercials. These simple rituals are not just physical, they are emotional reminders that your body still deserves attention, love, and dignity. Step 5. Track what changes. Notice how your body responds. Do your legs feel steadier after reducing supplements? Is your energy more balanced? Are you walking a little farther without fatigue? Write it down. Celebrate it. Healing isn't instant. It's layered, gradual, and deeply personal. Most of all, don't fall into the trap of thinking it's too late. At 60, 70, 80, or beyond, your body still wants to work for you. It just needs clarity. It needs care. It needs you. And as we wrap this up, let's take a moment to reflect not just on vitamins and routines, but on what truly defines strength at this stage of life. Strength in your later years isn't just about lifting weights or climbing stairs. It's about standing tall in a world that often underestimates you. It's about waking up each morning with the quiet determination to care for your body, your choices, and your future. Today, you've seen that even well-meaning habits like taking vitamins or resting more can have hidden consequences. But that awareness isn't something to fear. It's a gift, because with it comes the power to change. Not overnight, not perfectly, but patiently, wisely, and with deep self-respect. You don't need to do more. You need to do what truly matters. You've carried so much families, responsibilities, grief, and love. Now, it's time to carry yourself, to walk with steadiness, to choose movement over fear, presence over passivity, and nourishment over numbing routines. Because aging isn't about shrinking, it's about sharpening. Your wisdom is your edge, your awareness is your strength, and your body, even now, is capable of more healing than you've been told. So I invite you, look at your shelf, look at your routine, and then look forward knowing that your next step can be stronger, steadier, and more intentional than ever before. If this message touched you, I'd love to hear in the comments what's one change you'll make today for your strength, your health, and your freedom.